First, the top headlines. Manipur Jal Jeevan mission under fire, Chandel locals elicit major pepper scam, demand probe. Army Assam Rifles arrest 4, seize weapons in week-long Manipur operations. Manipur police arrests in Kuki militant linked to cross-border crimes. Hello and welcome to ELITETV English News. You're watching 6 p.m. Primetime Bulletin, and this is Dr. Aleza giving you the news in detail. Serious allegations have emerged regarding the Jal Jeevan mission JJM implementation in Manipur's Chandel district, with local civil society groups calling it a pepper scam overseen by the Public Health Engineering Department, PHED Chandel Division. Speaking at a press conference held at the Manipur Press Club, Single Larshan Anal, president of Anal Lenrul Tangpi ALT Maha area, claimed that the ambitious rural water supply scheme has failed entirely in the district. He urged state and central authorities to launch an urgent probe. Despite official claims that the project is over 90% complete, ground reports suggest otherwise, according to data obtained through a right to information RTI request. PHED Chandel stated that the JJM project has achieved 92% completion. However, when asked for specific household-level tap water connection data, officials referred applicants to the JJM online dashboard. One notable example highlighted was Lenrul village, which the dashboard lists as 97.30% complete. Larson disputed this figure, stating that not a single household in the village has received a functional tap water connection. The actual work done is not even 60%, he said, adding that a basic field inspection would reveal the discrepancy. The Indian Army and Assam Rifles, supported by Manipur Police and Central Paramilitary Forces in a series of coordinated intelligence-based operations, carried out a major crackdown on armed groups across several districts in Manipur from June 8 to 15. Operations spanned both hill and valley districts, including Thoubal, Churachandpur, Kakching, Tengnaupal, Imphal East and Imphal West, and resulted in the apprehension of 4 carters and the seizure of 23 weapons, 10 improvised explosive devices, IEDs, grenades, and large quantities of ammunition and other warlike materials. One of the key operations was conducted on June 8 in Mission Veng, More, Tengnaupal, where Assam Rifles and BSF recovered 2 improvised mortars. On June 12, joint teams of Assam Rifles and Manipur Police recovered 5 firearms in Thaubal's Ekop Path area, including a 303 rifle and a 9mm pistol. The same day, another joint team discovered 4 more weapons and ammunition in the forest between Tilamlai and Kuvan villages in Churachandpur. Further, recoveries were made in Imphal East, where 3 firearms were seized from Champai. On June 13, forces operating in Tengnaupal district recovered a 9mm carbine, 2 pistols, and 10 IEDs. A significant hole was uncovered on June 14 in Kakching's Charil Kuno area, where the Indian Army, Assam Rifles, and Manipur Police located a hidden cage containing 4 weapons, 6 kilograms of explosives, grenades, and more. Another operation that day in Thayong Hill, Imphal East, resulted in the seizure of 2 more rifles and ammunition. The 4 detained individuals, along with the confiscated weapons and explosives, have been handed over to the Manipur Police. Manipur police on June 16 arrested an active member of the Chin Kuki National Defense Force Army CKNDFA, a non-Su insurgent group from his residence in Churachandpur district. The individual, identified as Ngamkhosat Tauthang, also known as Asad, age 38, hails from B. Ibenager in Tuibong. Tauthang has been named in a case involving serious charges, including extortion, kidnapping, arms smuggling, and drug trafficking. Police alleged he was operating on behalf of CKNDFA with direct links to networks across the Myanmar border. The arrest follows a series of seizures linked to the accused and his group, starting with a raid conducted on May 16. Authorities recovered a locally made pistol with 3 9mm live rounds and 5 CKNDFA letterheads from his hideout. Further recoveries from separate locations in Imphal West and Thawal districts included a cage of arms and ammunition equipment, an Excalibur rifle with 2 5.56mm rounds, 3 bolt-action rifles without magazines, a country-made 9mm pistol with magazine, 4 12-bore cartridges, and 2 Baofeng walkie-talkies were found in Sangaitel and Haibilok areas under Patsoy police station. A 7.62mm SLR rifle and 2 SLR magazines were seized from Sangaitel Makalekai. From Lerongtel Pitro near Canal under Nongpok Sekmai police station, police recovered a 303 rifle with magazine, a double-barrel gun, a 9mm pistol with magazines and rounds, grenades, detonators, tear gas cells, stun cells, and additional radio equipment. Manipur police arrested 6 individuals on June 16 following the discovery of a missing person, Jesam Abdul Kadir, from Pabutek Mayai Lekai during the night of June 10-11. The homeowner where Kadir was found, Hikruzam Prafulo Singh, 35, of Yumnam Hudrom Makal Lekai, was taken into custody and remanded until June 23. Police simultaneously arrested 5 others, including 3 members of the Arambai Tenggol organization. The Arambai Tenggol members identified are Longjam Hansen, also known as Naucha Maitei 24, Taunaujam Asok Singh 20, and Hudrom Syam Sundar Singh 30. 2 civilians, Hikruzam Premchand, known as Puremba 28, and Sapam Dayani Devi 42, were also arrested. All 6 suspects appeared before a magistrate and received police custody remands through June 23. The arrests bring the total number of detained individuals to 9, 6 Arambai Tenggol members and 3 civilians. Police have seized 5 vehicles during the investigation, 3 gypsies and 1 DI pickup truck and 1 Activa scooter. Authorities continue investigating the circumstances surrounding Kadir's disappearance and subsequent discovery at the residence in the Mayai Lambi College Gate area of Imphal West district. The state of Manipur is in mourning following the tragic loss of 2 of its daughters, Kongbai Latpong Nganthoy Sama 22 and Lamnan Ten Singshen 28, who were among the crew members aboard the Air India flight that crashed in Ahmedabad on June 12, 2025. Both hail from Manipur and were serving as cabin crew members, with aspirations that took flight now cut short in a heart-wrenching accident. In an official statement, the government of Manipur expressed profound grief over the untimely demise of the 2 women, describing them as symbols of courage, grace, and youthful ambition. Their deaths have cast a shadow of sorrow not only over their immediate families but across the entire state. These young women were not just crew members, they were the pride of our state, soaring high with dreams and inspiring many, the government noted in its condolence message. In a show of solidarity and support, the Manipur government has reached out to the Tata Group and Air India, confirming its readiness to receive the mortal remains of the deities at Imphal. Authorities have made comprehensive arrangements to ensure that the remains are handled with the utmost dignity and respect upon arrival and during transportation to their respective hometowns. While logistical and ceremonial aspects are being coordinated, the government has made it clear that the wishes of the bereaved families will take precedence. The state stands committed to providing full support and assistance, honoring the privacy and preferences of the grieving families. Chief Minister and state officials have extended heartfelt condolences, calling the incident not just a loss of lives but the silencing of dreams and the extinguishing of two brilliant lights who once soared among the clouds. In a bid to accelerate the rollout of the Assam government's flagship welfare initiative, Mukhya Mantri E.T. Kaliduti Pat, a coordination meeting was held today at the office of the Tamilpur Deputy Commissioner. The meeting, presided over by Deputy Commissioner Pankaj Chakravarti, SCS focused on finalizing modalities for disbursing financial assistance to tea garden workers employed in Maneka and Nagrijuli tea estates. Under this scheme, each eligible tea garden worker will receive a direct financial aid of 5,000. The first step of implementation involves the verification of three essential eligibility parameters, confirming whether the beneficiary is a permanent resident of Assam, currently employed in either of the two identified tea estates, and has the bank account linked with Aadhaar. Deputy Commissioner Chakravarti directed all concerned departments to expedite the verification process. Following successful verification, workers will be issued forms for submission. This will be digitally uploaded, paving the way for the direct transfer of 5,000 into the bank accounts of verified beneficiaries. According to officials' estimates, more than 2,100 workers are employed across Maneka and Nagrijuli tea estates. The meeting saw participation from Additional Commissioner Dr. Dipankar Nath, Assistant Commissioner Kabita Phangjo, Labor Inspector of Kokrachar Jal Jeevan Bashumatari, estate managers of both gardens and other key administrative personnel. Arunachal Pradesh government has appointed Lokam Tashar as the chairman of the State Level Vigilance and Monitoring Committee (SLVMC). This appointment is in line with Section 29(1) of the NABSHA and follows the revised Model Citizen Charter for the Targeted Public Distribution System (TPDS) issued by the Government of India. The committee plays a crucial role in safeguarding the rights of beneficiaries under the NABSHA by addressing public grievances and ensuring transparency in the functioning of the Public Distribution System (PDS). As chairman, Tashar has been entrusted with a range of responsibilities aimed at enhancing the delivery and monitoring of food security schemes in the state. The powers and functions delegated to the SLVMC include conducting visits to various fair price shops across the state, engaging directly with beneficiaries to understand ground-level issues related to PDS and NABSHA, ensuring regular supervision and tracking of all schemes under the NABSHA, reporting any violations of the Act to the concerned District Grievance Redressal Officer (DGRO) in writing, notifying the DGRO of any malpractices or misappropriation of funds found during monitoring. This directive has been issued with the formal approval of the state government as per Note #12 dated June 13, 2025 under ECOM number 251085. The government expects that this step will bring renewed focus to accountability, transparency and timely grievance redressal under the food security framework in Arunachal Pradesh. Now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
In 2024, Comet School produced first position holder. In 2025, Comet School has done it again with first position.
My name is Crackdown and I secured first position in the exam 2025.
With 11 position holders and 27 subject toppers.
And si Yoja Pangambasa Comet School Ozasing Natakwi Vitambiakiba. Guidance, moral support.
Behind this success is a powerful shift. Digital smart learning.
The school has provided advanced digital facilities from smart classes to interactive panels. The tools have made learning more effective.
Led by highly advanced faculty, our students don't just study, they understand, apply, and excel.
Mobile furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anau contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur ihan hanba oina wedding set laibiba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ki gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre-booking tobiduna khudong jaba silobi ho
offer asi akupa information khambina bai damakta sangai product laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro
Manipur University of Culture the affiliate tauba UGC gi guidelines su follow tawriba ka Manipur Hindustani Sangit Mahavidyalaya Kakching da tha tara gi oiba foundation course amagi admission haujare hiram sing adudi Hindustani music vocal tabla guitar sitar nat sankirtan pung isai cholom Manipuri folk traditional amadi classical dance loina na English Manipuri cultural studies amadi computer science akakna basit masingni hana lakpa mahiro singda khudong chawa pijagani last date of admission 31st July 2025 institute asigi graduate singna SSC MPSC UPSC examination sing thaba yai akupa marol gidamak 9378018891 or 9856334264 da dial tobi Natraga Mahavidyalaya asigi principal ga office award tanabiyu.
Welcome back. Now moving on to the news. Union Minister of State for Personnel Jitendra Singh on Monday, June 16 underscored Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of positioning the Northeast as a critical growth engine rather than peripheral region. His remarks came during a high-level outreach visit to Nagaland's Wokha district, where he engaged with tribal leaders, civil society organizations, and local administration officials. The visit is part of the center's broader strategic approach aimed at fostering inclusive development, cultural integration, and enhanced connectivity across the Northeast. Prime Minister Modi has given special focus to the Northeast, treating it not as a periphery but as a growth engine. Every visit here is about listening, understanding, and responding to local aspirations, said Singh during a series of interactions with tribal representatives. The Union Minister stressed that the government's engagement with the region is not merely symbolic but structural and substantive, driven by long-term policy frameworks, infrastructure development, and livelihood support initiatives. Highlighting a decade of progress under the Modi government, Singh pointed to significant improvements in central assistance, particularly in infrastructure, connectivity, and scientific interventions tailored for rural sustainability. At the Deputy Commissioners Conference Hall, Singh chaired a review meeting with local officials and members of civil society. Deputy Commissioner Vinit Kumar presented updates on the district's development scenario, challenges, and ongoing central schemes. A Bangladeshi national was apprehended early hours of Tuesday at Agartala railway station in a joint operation by the Government Railway Police (GRP), Railway Protection Force (RPF), and the Intelligence Division. Authorities acted on a specific intelligence tip-off that led to the arrest. The individual has been identified as 25-year-old Muhammad Dilwar Hossain, a resident of Chapai Nawabganj district in Bangladesh. Investigators say Hossain had crossed the India-Bangladesh border illegally and arrived in Agartala with plans to board a train to Kolkata. The arrest was made as part of a coordinated operation based on specific intelligence input. We are further investigating the matter to ascertain his motive and possible connections, said Tapas Das, officer in charge of GRP Agartala. Officials confirmed that Hossain is currently in custody and will be presented before the court later today. Authorities are probing whether he acted alone or had help from any cross-border networks. Family members of the murdered Raja Raghubanshi have commended the Meghalaya police handling of the high-profile case as forensic teams began reconstructing the crime scene at Wei Saudong Falls in Sora on Tuesday. The investigation took a significant step forward when the Forensic Crime Scene Unit arrived at the waterfall location where Raja Raghuvanshi was killed. State Disaster Response Force personnel and Meghalaya Police also reached the spot to recreate the murder scene in the presence of the 5 accused, including the victim's wife Sonam Raghuvanshi and 4 elite accomplices Raj Kushwaha, Akash, Vishal and Anand. Police have made crucial progress in gathering evidence. We have recovered a sharp weapon which had been purchased by the accused from Guwahati to commit the murder, a senior police official said. Sachin Raghuvanshi, brother of the DJs, expressed confidence in the ongoing probe while demanding severe punishment for the perpetrators. I am very satisfied with the investigation being done by Meghalaya Police. Meghalaya was defamed due to Sonam Raghuvanshi and strict action should be taken against her. I appeal to the government to award life imprisonment until death to Sonam, he said. Another brother, Bipin Raghuvanshi, voices anguish over the betrayal by someone so close to the victim. Meghalaya Police is working well to deliver justice to Raja. If I come face to face with her, Sonam, I will ask her why she killed Raja, what was his fault, he said. The family has raised serious concerns about inconsistencies in statements given by the accused. Speaking earlier on June 15, Bipin Raghuvanshi called for narco tests, questioning the credibility of the suspects' testimonies. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And before we wind up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Manipur Jal Jeevan mission under fire. Tribal locals Aleza major pepper scam demand probe. Army Assam Rifles arrest 4 seized weapons in week-long Manipur operations. Manipur police arrest 10 Kuki militant linked to cross-border crimes. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching.